Hi, Sandy and Chris and Jerry.
Hello.
How's everybody?
Hello.
Doing good.
Awesome. So, Chris, where are you actually headed for this training?
Quantico down in Virginia.
Yeah. Okay. And when do you leave?
Right in the beginning of January. So
Okay.
right after New Year.
Okay. And 3 months, is that what you said? Am I right on that?
Yeah, it might be a little shorter.
Okay.
And then I'll come back to Toledo, and I'm gonna be stationed in Detroit, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll come to Toledo.
Oh, okay. Okay. So is that new since you and I chatted that you'll be stationed in Detroit, or you knew that?
It seems to be that way. We're gonna try to get me back to Toledo so I don't have to move or anything.
Okay. Okay.
We'll see.
Wow. That's exciting. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome. Hi, Bill and Deb and Dan and Christy.
Hello. I was just writing down names real quick.
Hi, Sandy.
Hello.
Hi.
I have Santa with me tonight. Is that okay? If
I love
Santa's
it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's perfect. Hi, Todd.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Sure.
Yeah, I can't see those of you that don't have your screens on. I don't know if you have anything festive on.
I don't. I just have my uniform on. Nothing exciting.
That is exciting.
I'll show you my cool glasses, except I can't see out of them very well.
So cute. I like those.
They are cute.
But
Can you see my tree?
I can, Bill. I see your tree. That's
Oh.
beautiful.
Oh, good, good.
And I see
Oh,
Inga.
and thank you. I did receive a package today or yesterday.
Good.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We'll enjoy that.
Good. I'm glad.
Very, candy was very good.
Oh, good. Yeah, I like that, Bill. Sorry, it wasn't chocolate chip cookies. I know.
That's okay.
Hi, Brian.
Hello. Happy holidays.
Same to you. Thank you.
I'm not coming across any hats. They must
Oh,
have done
that's
in the
okay.
shed.
Hi, Connie. I love it. Hi, Julie.
Hi again.
That was cute, Connie. Hi, Tori.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Hey.
Hey, Alex.
I don't know how long this up hat is gonna last. It jingles. It's driving me up a wall.
It looks cute. Hi,
I
Liz.
have a Santa, this is Santa Claus summer, is like, this is my dress. It jingles if you move it.
That's great, Deb.
That's what I wore in the parade last year. Was it last year or the year before? I don't know.
I have pictures of that.
Yeah, you're right.
2 years ago, because Mary was the elf last year, remember?
Okay,
I don't think
You're
she
right.
was thrilled, but she did a very nice job.
there you go.
See, this is just my genius plan because now you don't know if I'm here or not here.
I like that.
Hi, Sarah and Marianne. I laugh every time more people join, everybody's pictures get smaller and smaller and smaller.
And then you can't tell who they are.
I know. Hi, Mary. Look, you got your,
I got my ho ho ho. I was inspired by Latrice.
There you go.
hi, Lena and Glenn.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
This was probably the most decorated shirt I had.
Good.
It had red and green, so I figured it will work. So
Yep, you're right.
Nobody else had trouble getting in. Like it didn't say you had to wait, right?
No, I
No.
didn't.
Okay. Because Latrice is saying she has to be wait to be let in. So I think she's maybe on the wrong thing.
oh yeah, there was no waiting room when we came in. We just put the password in, and I think that was the
That's
reason it
right.
was.
That's what I thought.
I didn't even have to put a password in. It
Neither did
took me
I.
to some weird link and redirected me.
I
Oh,
think because I had the password, like it's a specific password to that Zoom link. We'll see if she figures it out.
Hi, Melody.
Let's see. Okay.
There she is.
All right, we'll give Latrice a second, see if she needs help.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay. Oh, I see you. I had to look down. You popped up in the middle. It's throwing me off. Now
Okay,
I'm
these
here.
cats are adorable. Yes, I had to do a wardrobe change.
Very nice. All right. I love all of you that actually participated in that. So those of you that were on in the very beginning, I already showed these. These are my festive glasses to go with
oh, cute.
my Rudolph sweater,
That's cute.
which my son said to me, who's 11, why do you have that on? Like, because you have to spice up Zoom somehow. I don't know. Right?
You're right.
So I appreciate that, those of you that played along with my little silly reindeer game, if you want to call it that. Well, it is 6:34, so I think we are going to go ahead. Is Mary Morrison, you're on here, right?
She is.
She was. Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay. We are going to get started. And I'm going to do just the very beginning welcome. And then I think Mary's going to take over and kind of lead more of the meeting tonight. So anyways, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming to our December meeting. I wish it was more like last year where we had a fun potluck and lots of food and we're together, but I still think this is cute and at least we're all home and hopefully healthy and safe. So there's advantages. You just have to find which one is the positive for tonight. So welcome to everybody. I want to kind of go around real quick like we did last month. If you were on and do just a quick roll call, say your name. I'll say your name just so that everybody's not speaking at the same time. I hate to say it's a pet peeve of mine that drives me crazy when it's sort of free for all and everybody's talking over each other. I know it's annoying for me to have to call everybody out and then you say your name, but I just think it works better. So I'll say your name, just say your name. Tell us if you're from an organization and or if you have a title, just so people can start to say, oh, okay, that's, Brian from the city or whatever, city council. So I called you out there, Brian. So
Gee, you already said it. I don't have to say it.
I used to have to say it. And then real quick, say one thing you're looking forward to during the holidays, whatever that is, something real quick. So actually, Sandy, you're first on my top left on my screen. So I'm going to have you go first, Sandy.
Okay, I'm Sandy Hussman. I have no title other than Mrs. And the thing I look forward to is actually starting to take process in the garage right now. My husband is cooking bacon, a whole bunch of it, because his family's tradition was bacon in hot dog buns for Christmas morning. So he makes one for, well, more than one for most family members. So he's out there cooking, I think, 8 pounds of bacon. And then we'll put it in hot dog buns, and it will be eaten on Christmas morning wherever anyone is. We'll make sure it gets delivered so that they'll have it on Christmas morning.
How exciting. Very nice. Thank you. All right, Chris.
Yes, Chris Rehard, with the Ohio National Guard Counter Drug Task Force. At least till the end of the month. I got hired by the DEA, so I'll be going off the academy, but I'll be back at least for a few months to let you guys know if I'm going to be here or going to be going to Detroit. So, that's it.
Oh, one thing you're looking forward to for the holidays.
Just getting together with family. That's all I care about. I don't really care about presents or anything.
Very nice. Thank you. And good luck with your new position. That's super exciting.
Thank
Jerry.
Jerry Barneswell. Kids in the DARE program call me Officer Jerry. If my boss is mad at me, he just calls me a patrolman, but usually just Officer Barneswell.
And
I'm looking forward. I always like to see what my kids' faces in the morning. Just like Chris said, I don't need any gifts or anything. Just as much fun watching them do it.
awesome. Thank you. Bill.
Bill Geha. I'm the drug counselor with Sylvania Schools, and I have a group called the Peace Project. And I want to see all of my grandkids and my kids. That's the best part. So I'm working on that.
Awesome. Very nice. Deb.
Hi, I'm Deb, community member now of SCAT. And I think I am with Bill. I just want to see our kids, and we're going to probably do a lot of virtual Skyping or Zooming. If we get a chance to go to, our kids from California are not coming, of course, as of yesterday. And the kids that are in Cleveland and Columbus, we're probably going to be doing a drive-by and dropping off their presents, or doing something outside, no matter what the temperature is, with a fire pit. So it's just it's the way it is this year. So
Awesome.
that's what I'm looking forward to. Thanks.
Awesome. Latrice.
Hi, I'm Latrice Flowers, and I work for Harbor as a prevention education specialist. What I'm looking forward to is organizing my office. I know that's boring. Finish painting a room. It's been a project that's been ongoing since the beginning of the summer. And opening gifts and spending time with my household, my boys and my husband.
Awesome. Connie.
I'm Connie. I'm the youth coordinator for SCAT. And I am looking forward to my son's 10th birthday is in a short time here, right before Christmas. So it's kind of a flurry of activity, birthday and Christmas and all of that. And so it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Todd Bostetter.
Hi, I'm Todd Bostetter. I'm the core committed coordinator for Southview, and I am looking forward to having the son who moved out to come home on Christmas Eve and spend the night, because it's pretty fun when we get the two boys together.
Yeah.
Awesome. Brian.
Brian McCann, I'm Sandy Hussman's replacement on council, rep to SCAT, and I'm looking forward to becoming a grandpa any day now before Christmas. So we hope to be able to travel out to Maryland to see our new granddaughter in the next 3 weeks.
Congratulations.
And thank you for the present in the mail, by the way.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Julie.
Hi, Julie Hoffman, President of Sylvania Board of Education. I'm just looking forward to maybe just a day with my kids and hopefully no mean emails, nobody calling and yelling at me for a whole day. That's what I'll take for Christmas.
I actually really hope you get that, Julie. Not that I don't want everyone to be what they want, but I hope you get that, Julie.
Just one day. I just want one day.
Not a lot to ask, right? Tori?
Hey. Hi, I'm Tori Daggett. I am the program coordinator and the junior high core committed coordinator for SCAT. What I look forward to every year on this year is putting up we have 3 Christmas trees and a ton of decorations. And my favorite is the big tree because my parents buy our kids each an ornament every year representing something that they really enjoyed or something about their life during that year. So I love watching them all put up the ornaments so we can kind of reminisce about things that have happened throughout our life, and it's a really fun family thing that we do every year. So that's nice. And this year, usually the 5 of us, so we're gonna make do and do the best we can.
Awesome. Liz?
Hi, I'm Liz. I am I don't even know what I am anymore. I'm the marketing coordinator and the administrative assistant. And what I'm looking forward to most is right now we are pretty much all kind of quarantining down because we are loading up the car and we are driving to see my parents in Florida. And so it's been a long, long year. So we are keeping clean and getting out of Dodge and going for some warm weather.
Awesome. Sarah?
Hi, I'm Sarah Everly. I'm the financial officer for SCAT. And I'm looking forward to Christmas cookies.
Yes.
Love it. Todd Wesley?
Nope. Todd Wesley. I have no title other than dad. I am looking forward to New Year's Eve with the family coming over and hanging out. We always get the sparkling grape juice for the kids, well, and us too, because I don't like wine. And just New Year's.
Awesome. Mary Morrison?
I am the soon-to-be ex-president of this board. And I am very much looking forward to eating a lot of Christmas cookies.
Awesome. Inga?
Hi, I'm Inga Holton. I am the parent coordinator for SCAT. And normally we are still decorating, but we decided to decorate really early this year. So we had all of our trees up and decorated as of 2.5 weeks ago. Figured this was a year when we needed as much festive and jolly in our home as we could have. So we're enjoying that. But what we still need to do is decorate cookies. So we're going to be baking cookies in the next week and a half and then decorating those. So we're looking forward to that.
Awesome. Lena?
All right, Lena Hamura, community member. I'm a nurse practitioner also at St. Anne's Hospital. I am looking forward to some time off away from the computers for my kids' virtual learning, away from I went back to school for my MBA, so I just want my winter break. I think I'm I think I'm there where I just don't want to see a computer, and then time off from work. And honestly, I'm looking forward to my vaccine. Believe it or not, it's caused obviously a lot of stress and anxiety in our lives, and ready for 2021.
Nice. Glenn?
Glenn Carlson, retired the second time, soon to be president of the board, working part-time for a food bank, Food for Thought, and Christian Home Care for Christmas, celebrating the Christ, the birth of Jesus, as well as my wife's great cooking.
Awesome. Oh wait, where's this? Julia?
Hi, I gotta keep it quiet, so hopefully you can hear me. Julia Korluski, Core Committed Social Club coordinator for Northview side of things. Really, along with just being home with my family, which I already have spent a lot of time with. A lot of people said taking a break from the madness of school and what color it is and everything else. But I have some really, really cool student artworks that I'm looking forward to getting back. We did a 3D printing project and worked with the library. The main branch downtown has all the 3D printers, and my 4th and 5th grade students all made these really cool 3D printed nameplates, and I started sending some of them over, and I'm hoping to finally start to see some of their finished product. So to be honest, that's what I'm really looking forward to. So it's a little bit of schoolwork, but they worked hard, and I think this is something really neat and different to see. So that's where I'm at.
That's exciting. Very cool. Maybe you can share that with us in January. Show us one. Melody.
Hi, I'm Melody Pollock. I work for Cumulus Media, and I am a senior account executive, but I have been working with SCAT for probably about 10 years now. So I'm very excited to be on the board with this. I'm married to Larry Pollock. He is a painting contractor, and if you ever need painting done in your house, let me know, and I will hook you up with him. And we don't have kids, but I have 2 chocolate labs. The labs are my girls. They have their own Instagram account. Yes, they do wear tutus. But you know, some of the hobbies that I have are if I can take my dog to an event, I love that. You know, going to get like a beverage and taking them, it's kind of fun. I also like kayaking and gardening. So again, my name's Melody Pollock, and hello to everybody. Thank you for letting me be on the board.
You are so welcome. Was that your member spotlight little pitch?
Yes, ma'am, it was.
Awesome. All right, Mary Ann. Thanks, Melody.
I'm Mary Ann Whiten. I'm a VP of Research at Epiphany Community Services. We do evaluation work for the coalition, and I am looking forward to the lights. I'm celebrate the solstice, and it's all about the light.
Awesome. Dan.
Officer Dan Krychek, Sylvania Township Police Department. And I'm looking forward to having, I believe, 11 straight days off of work at the end of the year here. And I have a 12-and-a-half-year-old golden retriever who just had her second ACL surgery. So I'm looking forward to her getting better and being able to take her out for her walks and have her enjoy that, and getting her back to normal also. So looking forward to that.
Awesome. And then last but not least, Mary Gambash.
She said she was driving and can't talk.
Okay, I'm glad. Thank you for saying that. I did see that and then kind of forgot.
I responded back to her on chat.
Perfect. Did I miss anybody?
Yeah, Murray, I didn't introduce myself.
Oh, you know what? Do you want to introduce yourself now, Alex, or do you want to wait a minute?
Oh, it's yeah, I can wait.
You wait. Oh. You want him to go now? I was gonna say I'll give you a proper introduction.
All right, I'll introduce. I'm Alex Lett. You know, I am for the holidays. Been working a lot lately, so I've been my wife's pregnant due in March. I've been putting together the nursery, so I'll have time to paint the room and put together the crib. And so I'm with Latrice. I got to paint the walls and then put together a crib. Yeah, it'd be good just to get all that done and together. So
awesome. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, Alex. You guys will all get to hear him talk here in a couple minutes, or at least answer questions. Okay, well, thank you again, everybody. Welcome. We already did, Melody did her member spotlight. That was number 2 on the agenda. Mary Morrison, do you want to take over the agenda, or?
Can't hear you. You're on mute.
Maria, can you just unmute her?
I just tried.
We can't hear you.
I'm kind of going in and out.
Oh,
there, you're muted.
No, she's not now. Do you want me?
No, I kind of am going in and out.
You want me to keep going, Mary? I'll keep going. Okay. All right, we're gonna move on to Secretary's report. That was attached to the agenda. Did anybody have questions or corrections to that? Okay, would anybody like to make a motion to approve the minutes?
I will.
Was that Bill?
I make a motion to approve. Yes.
Thank you. And would anybody second it?
So Glenn,
Glenn, second.
I can second.
All in favor, a thumbs up or an eye? Anybody opposed? Unmute yourself and say so. Okay, they have passed. And I apologize, I put prepared by Deb on there. I think that's habit. Actually, Latrice prepared those and she did a very nice job. So thank you, Latrice. Again,
Thank you. Thank you, Latrice. I appreciate it.
Yeah, sorry you didn't get the credit. So deserved. All right, moving on to treasurer's report. Latrice and Sarah, do you have stuff to say about that?
We did get.
It looked fine. It all checked out.
We did get the Marathon Classic money in November. And also a little bit of money from the Kroger. If you shop at Kroger and you use your Kroger card and you designate SCAT, we get a portion of that. And then Maria, not a lot of the Giving Tuesday stuff came in November, but I think Maria, you said we got about $1,000 so far.
Yeah, a little over $1,000 between like the very end of November and current. Like 1,027, I think I saw. Yeah, correct. Did you want to say something about workman's comp, Sarah, or no?
Well, you asked me to, but I don't have anything prepared.
Okay, so never mind. We did just get a refund though, right? Did they give us money back? Is that correct?
I really don't remember.
Okay, I was thinking we did, but
everybody, like at my other job, we got a nice refund check. So I think they sent them out to everyone. And if we didn't get it already, it's in the mail.
Perfect. Okay. Anybody have questions for Latrice or Sarah? Or yeah, questions, I guess. Anybody want to make a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
I will.
Todd? Anybody
Yep.
like to second it?
Second.
Bill? All in favor, yes or thumbs up?
Yes.
Can
you hear me now?
yes.
Yes, I can, Mary. Anybody opposed? Unmute and say so. Okay, the treasurer's report is approved. Okay, so our next thing on the agenda is our education moment, and Latrice, who she mentioned she works for Harbor, is going to actually give us a educational moment about PAX tools, which is something that she presents for Harbor. And then I'm going to let you explain anything else you'd like to say about it, Latrice. I think we could probably all learn something here. So do I need to do anything? Share? Are you going to share a screen or anything, Latrice?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm just going to be pretty straightforward. Kind of what I did with the SSPO. So of course I'm Latrice, and of course I'm a prevention education specialist with Harbor. And pre-COVID, our team worked in schools around Lucas County, teaching students in grades K through 8th, social emotional skills and resistance skills against substance use. But since we are temporarily displaced from inside the classroom, the pandemic opened up an opportunity to launch a great parent program here in Lucas County called PAX Tools. We're hosting these workshops. They're free of charge and virtual at many convenient times. Now, to give you an idea, PAX Tools is a collection of evidence-based, trauma-informed strategies that aim to improve cooperation and self-regulation with youths of all ages. It's intended for any caring adult who interacts with children, whether they're parents, teachers, youth workers, coaches, and caregivers. Using these strategies can cut down on the negative emotions adults experience when a child's behavior is undesirable, from the smallest to the teens. Most of the strategies are universal, meaning they are not limited to the adult-youth interaction, but some can be used to, in our interactions with other adults, like our coworkers, our spouses, and our friends. Let's face it, this has been a tough year with the pandemic. COVID-19 created an unplanned dynamic with many parents working from home while their children engage in remote learning. It's tough. I've heard a lot of stories. Parents are trying to teach kids where they're doing the full out remote without the extra help. They're not really working within the schools. And it's taxing. So COVID, again, created this crazy dynamic. This produces unwanted stress and anxiety. So the PAX Tools program couldn't come at a better time. Now, we don't want to replace what's already working. That's not the goal of PAX Tools. We just want to add more tools to your toolbox. So the PAX Tools workshop shows you how to create a nurturing environment that helps kids thrive by reducing toxic influences, increasing the self-regulation of their emotions. We want them to be able to calm themselves down, limiting problematic behavior, you know what those are, and richly reinforcing those pro-social behaviors, those behaviors you want to see more of. And you will learn 9 different strategies in this workshop. One is the low emotional response. This allows adults to provide those instant, neutral, nonverbal feedback for individuals without embarrassment or interruption of an activity. So you'll learn things like maybe doing a hand gesture that's a way to communicate to your child without bringing attention to the situation. Random sticks. That's another strategy that helps in scenarios where children feel that adults are playing favorites. You hear that word, that's not fair. We're going to help you with that if you use random sticks. And I know a lot of teachers use these in classrooms to call on their students, but we'll show you another way to use them. They're not just for the classroom. Another one is called PAX Amends, and this allows adults and young people to use what we call restorative consequences when natural and logical consequences are not available. And we will explain the differences between these consequences at the workshop. I don't want to take up that time. Another one is shared vision. This is the one I really, really love because I feel like this is the foundational piece to all of the strategies that we teach. But this ensures that young people and the adults that care for them are on the same page with experiences as well as possible pitfalls for the upcoming activity. It's about talking about expectations and having them included in the conversation. A lot of times as parents, we want to tell them what they're going to do and they don't get a word edgewise. Shared vision helps with getting that buy-in from the children by involving them in the discussion. Another one is Beat the Timer, which allows young people to block out distractions and stay on task to finish. I actually use this in my own home with my oldest son. Having to learn that skill of studying and being remote is almost like being in college where you go for a few minutes to a class and then you're left on your own and try to figure all these things out. And so he got really flustered. So we put him at 50 minutes. You can, because he'll take 3 hours and not eat, which is that's how he does. But 50 minutes on doing your homework and then 10 minutes of music. I'll share that story another time. But anyway, this strategy is useful during homework times, like I said, chores. Another one is PAX breaks. Oftentimes we talk about timeouts, but this is not a punishment. PAX breaks are used to stop growing tension. They teach children and adults to recognize when they are getting upset. So it's not just for the kid, the adult needs to figure out these emotions as well, because we all get a little upset. And it also provides emotional and physical space to calm down. Another one is PAX Focus, which increases communication, expectation, and psychological safety between young people and adults, as well as promotes youth regulation, self-regulation. It'll be music to your ears. And if you would like to know what that means, I have a little gadget that goes along with the PAX Focus. Kudos notes are those written notes. This is another one that I really love and I use in my own home. Kudos notes are written letters of appreciation that identify and increase the behavior we want more of. This is one of my favorite, like I said, just notes that you put around. And we also have an app for PAX tools as well that you can use, and you can send these notes through as a text to your kids and all packaged up in a nice little neat package for them. And lastly, we have the mystery motivators, which jumpstarts motivation for completing tasks and carrying out positive behavior. It provides a chance to get the energy out in fun, creative ways. And we suggest many, many ways of doing these things where it's almost like it's a reward for their behavior without paying money or giving them actual trinkets. So we want to provide you fresh, practical ways to manage behaviors in the home or workplace. Again, a lot of these a shared vision can work with people at work. Kudos notes could also be, hey, just words of appreciation to people. They need to hear that at this time. There are many risk factors that our children may experience. While we cannot prevent them from being exposed to all risks, we can provide them with the skills they need to effectively navigate those risky choices. And we want to see them not only survive, but we want to see them thrive. So this is my closing here. Now, each workshop is provided free of charge through support from the Lucas County Mental Health Services and Recovery Board. We actually have a workshop scheduled for this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and another one next week, which is a 2-day workshop on Tuesday, December 15th and Wednesday, the 16th, and the start time of 1:30 p.m. and goes to 3. Like I said, it's 2 days. Each participant receives a PAX toolkit. I'm showing it as best as I can. You get stuff. Woo. Okay. You'll receive that kit that has all the materials that help guide you in implementing the strategies as shown at the workshop, so we won't leave you hanging. And also, as an extra bonus, we are also giving a $15 e-gift card to Target to those who attend. Again, we're hosting workshops in January and through the month of April, so those are still coming into existence. But this information will still be on the Harbor Prevention website. So thank you for listening to my presentation. I don't know if you have any questions, but I really hope people will come to our workshops. They're awesome. They're fun.
Latrice, I know you said you can find the link on the Harbor website.
Yes.
Is it possible you could send it to the group?
I can. Most definitely. I can put it in the chat.
Latrice, send it to me and I'll send it out to the board.
Okay.
Perfect.
I can do that. Actually, as we're actually meeting tomorrow to kind of finalize our things for January through April as well. So I can go ahead and when we do that, I can send that to you.
That'd be
and
great.
Have all the dates.
That would be great. I highly encourage any of you. I mean, if you have grandkids, kids, it will be beneficial for all of you. So take advantage of it. Awesome. Any questions for Latrice? Okay, thanks, Latrice. Appreciate it. Yes, moving on to director's report. First thing I have is the financial committee recommendation. Glenn, do you want to take over here and introduce Alex again and have a conversation about that?
Sure. So the Finance Committee met November 16th, and I had invited Alex, who's with Wilcox Financial, and has worked with many different nonprofits and their investments in the past to look at ours. He developed an elaborate plan of comparing what we've had and where we can go. The gist of it is that currently we're getting a little more than 0.1%, and we can do better with relative safety. He can discuss that better, but Alex, I had the pleasure of meeting through BNI, Fortune 50, based in Sylvania. He has grown his retirement and financial advising business substantially with Wilcox because of his bright personality, newlywed. And so with that, Alex, why don't you tell us what we need to know is in regards to the money. I left most of it for you as far as how we came up with how much to invest and why.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Alex, Alex, do you want me to just, I can mention that with the agenda, with the attachments, we included the minutes from the finance committee meeting that we had on November 16th with Alex, where he presented everything. And I think a lot of it was explained there. So hopefully you looked through that as well. And it just kind of backs up what Alex, you might, want to mention. I just wanted to just say that they had that attachment. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you everybody for having me today. Glenn, thank you for the introduction. Yeah, I've had the pleasure to meet Glenn and Maria over the past couple of years, and they kind of approached me about seeing what the organization could do with the cash that's just sitting at the bank. I work with a handful of nonprofit organizations and help them to invest the cash that's just kind of sitting on the sidelines. Unfortunately, interest rates are almost 0%. So like Glenn said, it probably is getting 0.1%, maybe even less, who knows. What we look at doing is if you have a good safe cushion on the sideline, you keep it there. But anything up and above that that's sitting there, it's kind of an opportunity cost, and it's not doing much for you where you could, get it out there and start making some interest on it. So I don't know if you want me to go through the proposal again, Maria, but essentially the proposal I put together is kind of a 50-50 equity bond split. The risk on the portfolio is it's about 60% of the market. It takes on about 40% less risk than the market as a whole. So it's it's safe. Obviously there is always a little bit of risk when you invest, but the market crashed, and with the whole COVID situation in March, and since then it's come back and the market's up over 10% since it's crashed. So it goes up and down, but if you have time to invest, you can really put your money to work. So Maria, did you want me to pull up the proposal, or I wasn't sure how much you wanted me to kind of get into it with it?
I don't think we need to, unless people have questions. I guess what I will say at this point is the finance committee is recommending that we invest $150,000 with Alex. And that will keep $50,000 in the checking account. That gives us a 6-month cushion for expenses that we currently are used to having on a monthly basis. So that's the recommendation from the finance committee. We just truly need to vote on that, unless people have questions before we vote. So I guess I would say that does anybody have questions? Alex went through all of that with the finance committee. There was a lot of discussion. That's why we sent everybody the minutes, and then also the investment policy that I wrote up that talks about the different percentages, and that we will review these review the investments every 6 months. Does anybody have questions or want to ask Alex any question before we vote? Okay, then no, I don't think you need to, Alex. We had Alex on in case people did have questions. I wanted to make sure that, he could actually answer anything. Then I think we go ahead and with the nomination, that's not the right word, with the recommendation, there we go, from the Finance Committee, who would like to make a nomination to invest the $150,000?
I'm happy to do that.
So Mary, and then a second. Todd Wesley seconds that. All in favor, say yes or a thumbs up.
Yes.
Anybody opposed? Unmute yourself and say so. Okay, that has been approved. Thank you for jumping on, Alex. We appreciate your time. And then you and I and Glenn will be back in touch with each other. So
Absolutely. Thanks for the opportunity. I look forward to working with all of you.
awesome. Thanks, Alex. Have a great night.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you guys. Moving on, I don't really have a governance committee update, meaning there wasn't really anything we discussed that we aren't going to be discussing on tonight's meeting. So I'm going to keep moving on. We are actually going to do a quick breakout room just to do something fun and break it up just a little bit. We're only going to take a few minutes, like literally 3 minutes. And I'm going to put you in groups of 4 people. And I just want you to go around in your little breakout room and say 3 things. What holiday do you celebrate this time of year? Your favorite holiday movie? And a memory that makes you smile, so that you can kind of get to know each other a little bit better, especially since some of you have come into being a part of our board since we've been on Zoom. It's really hard to get to know each other. So give me a quick second and I'm going to throw us all in. Wait, what did I say? Oh, and I'm having to do math. That's not a good thing. Okay. All right, so the questions: what holiday do you celebrate? Favorite movie, and what makes you smile? Take a couple minutes and go around and answer those. Did it work? You're all still here. Why did it not work? It says in progress. Oh, there you go. Okay. Huh. Sandy, can you hear me? Okay, why does it look like you were supposed to be, where were you supposed to be? With Connie and Julie in room 6, and I don't know why. I can't hear you, Sandy, you're muted.
I can press the button. It says join room 6.
Go ahead.
Can I do that?
Yep. Yep. Mary, can you hear me? Welcome back. Did you all get through your questions? Yeah, okay.
Maria, what's your favorite holiday movie?
I don't know. Elf. I'll say Elf. I don't know. Thank you for asking, Marianne.
So many movies, so little time.
I know, right? Although I did just watch the first Christmas Chronicles on Netflix with my 11-year-old. That was cute. We need to watch the second one now that came out this year.
Talking. I was still talking.
Deb, you were not.
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody.
We were cut off.
Yeah, it happens. I cut you off.
I know.
Can Todd and I talk now?
Yeah.
Did the women talk too much? Okay, well, hopefully you all got to actually get to answer your questions. I know it was kind of short, but we're going long, so I tried to keep that to a minimum. But hopefully you got to get to know each other a little bit more, that worked out. So, Mary, do you want to try and take over now? Or do you want me to keep going?
Oh, sure. Let's take over with the Thank Mary video.
Oh, yeah, no, that's me. Sorry, I have to do that. Okay. Well, so for all of you, tonight is Mary's last night as president of our board. She is staying on our board, but she will no longer be president. And so last night, I got the pleasure of giving her a thank you gift for her time of service. And I will show that to you super quick. It's super short.
I love it. I can't hear it. You can hear it there? A wonderful ride. I have Sandy Hussman to blame for it. Here you go. Okay, and to everyone, happy holidays.
All right. Okay, and so that was my husband.
Okay, well.
That lovely
That was
video,
nice.
and we delivered chocolate dipped strawberries that were decorated for the holidays for her. So just a thank you again for all that you have done for us, Mary.
You know what, Maria?
Yes.
They were there. First of all, the strawberries are absolutely beautiful and totally unnecessary, but my mom and I dove right into them as soon as you left.
But that was the point.
Yes. And secondly, I just want to take the time to tell everyone what an honor and a privilege it has been to be your president for this period of time. And I also want to encourage each and every one of you to become a little more active participant on this board in whether you're giving your time, treasure, or your talent. And speaking of that, I'm going to jump on the agenda, which goes right to the next thing of Giving Tuesday. I know I made a very soft plea the last time we were together about giving on Giving Tuesday. I know some of you made your donations then, but don't forget about your end of year giving. And if you haven't had a chance to make a donation to SCAT this year yet, I hope you reflect on that a little bit and consider making one for the end of the year. Okay, Giving Tuesday website, you can still do that apparently, or donate via text. The number's on your agenda, but I was quite surprised to find out that there's a $3 charge, and Maria told me that whenever we do things with a debit card or a charge card, there's a $3 charge. So write a check. Yes, that is my. Okay, Maria, you mind if I keep going?
No, go back up though for about president and president-elect.
Where did we miss that? Oh,
Right.
governance.
No, right next to the thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, we got to do that. So because I'm leaving, I'm not leaving the board. I'm just leaving this position, we have to take a vote on who will. So Glenn is moving into president as of January 1. I'm happy to share the crown with him. And then we need to vote on president-elect. And I am happy to say that there's been one nomination, and that is that of Todd Wesley. So I believe we already voted on Glenn, but I believe now we need to vote on having Todd be president-elect. I also, before that, want to say that if anyone would like to throw their hat in the ring to become president-elect and serve on the governance board, now is the time for you to raise your hand. Anyone? Anyone? Ferris Bueller? Anyone? Okay, hearing none. I would like to make the motion that Todd Wesley be president-elect of our board for the upcoming 2-year term.
I second.
Which one?
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Todd, you are not allowed to raise your hand. Okay, perfect. We're good?
We have a new president-elect. Congratulations, Todd.
Okie dokie. Moving on to 6F on our agenda, the board survey. Oh, yes, we do. Sorry, I should say.
Thank you too.
Yes, and thank you. Oh, I love it. Don't upstage Glenn. Okay, moving on to the board survey. With today's agenda and all of your notes, Maria also sent out a link to the board survey. There's a survey monkey there. If you haven't had a chance to yet, please do so. And
She said
we lost
it's
Maria.
like 6 weeks it was going to be. And on the governance meeting, she said 6 weeks.
Okay.
It would be available.
It would
Maria,
be
we
av-
can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now.
Now.
Okay, I just wasn't saying anything. I'm sorry. Mary Ann, do you have anything you want to say about the survey? Mary Ann actually helped put this together for us.
Yeah, it'll be open until after the next meeting in January, but really it only takes 10 minutes. It's anonymous. And Maria and the folks at Scat Spa just want to know what you know about the coalition and the work that you do to support it. So there's a number of scaled questions, and just be honest. If you don't know something, just put that down there. And if you do know something, great, rate it highly. And we'll have the results as soon as we close the questionnaire.
What's the date of the closing of that questionnaire? Do you know, Mary Ann?
The next meeting is the second part of January.
Okay. Thank you.
It'll be, we'll remind you again if you haven't taken it, but I really do appreciate the 3 people that already took it. Way to move on
Next
that.
on our agenda is bio from board members. Is it possible that some of you have not submitted your bios to Maria? Once again, if you don't have your bio to her by, let's say, our next meeting, it would be very much appreciated. Maria, if you could maybe just send out a little blurb about what you're looking for.
I can do that.
That would be helpful.
Maria will make stuff up if you don't send it.
There you go. Grant updates, PAA, Savage and Associates, MHB. Maria, I'm gonna let you take that.
Yep, I'll take that. So I just wanted to give you a quick update. Last month I talked about a couple grants I had written for. One was through Prevention Action Alliance for $3,000. We were looking to do a media campaign. We did not get that. They were supposed to let us know on November 30th, and I actually just found out yesterday. They said they had so many people apply looking for so much money that was just not even available. So we did not get that. I think we had a phenomenal idea. We are still going to push forward with that. We're going to figure out how to do that. But I just wanted to let you know that. I also had applied for Savage and Associates to be a charity that they fund and from their golf tournament. And we also were not chosen for that. They also told us we have a phenomenal organization, but this year we were not chosen. But we will apply for that again next year now that I know that that is an opportunity. And then the other thing that we did get though was through the mental health board. I think I mentioned this also, that we had an opportunity to write for a suicide prevention grant for $10,000, and we did get that. We were one of a few different organizations in Lucas County. I think there was $80,000 total that they had in funding that came from the state. And we got 10,000. And so we will do a youth-led suicide prevention media campaign, and we can start it at any time, and it'll run through the end of June. So just wanted to give you an update on that. I'll keep going because I think the rest of this is sort of me. I did mention that we could adopt a family from Sylvania Area Family Services. Many of you have contributed money to that. Thank you. That is awesome. I will be buying gift cards at Meijer for those families and taking them on Monday. If anybody else still wanted to do that, let me know. I don't have to have the money right now, but just tell me how much, and then we can figure out how to get me the money. But just so that I can get that taken care of. So just shoot me a text or an email or something. Hopefully you can still hear me because it says my internet is unstable. The next one's Amazon Smile. I just want to encourage you all, if you are shopping on Amazon, which I can almost guarantee that many of you are, just like myself, go to Amazon Smile. And if it's not us that you're supporting through that, support a charity. You don't pay any more for the products you're purchasing, but some charity will get some kind of percentage of your purchase. It's small, but it all adds up. So if it's us you'd like to choose, you have to choose which charity. Once you put it in, it saves it there, and it'll always go towards that charity unless you change it. So I just encourage you, you just have to type in amazonsmile.com instead of just Amazon. And then lastly,
If you have trouble, Maria, they can just go to our website and scroll down and click on Amazon Smile, and it'll take right there, and then just type in our name.
Perfect. Thank you. And then lastly, on my part here, I did want to just give you a quick update on hot cocoa. We are sort of still moving forward, and I only say that because we are offering a virtual and an in-person race. We are still planning to move forward. We have talked to Dave's. They would like us to move forward, but we do need a final go-ahead from the health department. And the way Lucas County looks right now, and with everything going on with the health department, we have held off on asking for that approval in fear that they would just flat out say no. So we're going to actually wait until after the first of the year to get that final approval from them. And of course, hot cocoa will look different in many ways regardless, but we are still planning to move forward. We're working on everything, on the back end, but we just wanted to let you know that it could end up going virtual, but we'll still have an event either way. We're just not exactly sure. We just can't make final decisions, obviously, on anything. But it is still February 21st. And
No, it's the 20th. You have it on, unless I'm looking at my calendar wrong. It should be Saturday, the 20th, not Sunday, the 21st.
Oh, well, I apologize then. Yes, it is the Saturday.
Yeah, it is the 20th on the run sign up as well.
Yep, you're right.
Oh, good. Thank you.
No, it's not on Sunday. Definitely not. And right now I only have Mary Morrison and Melody Pollock on the committee. So if anybody would like to be on that committee, let me know as we're moving forward and need help with that. We really haven't had a committee meeting yet just because things just keep changing and I don't want to waste anybody's time at this point. Any questions about anything that I talked about real quickly there? Okay. Then we're going to keep moving forward and go with the team update. I don't know who has stuff to talk about, but we'll go through that real quick. Liz, any update that you need to give?
One, I spent all day yesterday on webinars and Zoom calls with Run Sign Up. So we do have a lot of protocols that we're going to have to follow and set up and do. So we will need a lot more help with hot cocoa this year than we have in the past, even though it's going to be distant and maybe not present there. There's going to be a lot of front end work that we didn't have to do in the past for that. So please step up and help us with the hot cocoa, and we'll get more information out to you as we move forward on that. The new platform, Network for Good, is phenomenal. We're doing lots of testing on it and stuff. So some great things that we can use. It's been great with the Giving Tuesday and links and text to give and keeping track of our donations and our donors and response letters. And it's making life easy. It's a little tough learning a new system, but it's going to be amazing once we get all the kinks worked out of it. But the staff at Network for Good is super helpful and always at our beck and call to walk us through anything we need to. So that's it for me.
Any questions for Liz? Okay, Tori.
Yeah, actually, we just wrapped up the red ribbon coloring and design contest. Julia helped us out getting it set up and judging. We had 2 different contests going on. It was pre-K through 2nd grade. They did more of a little coloring plus a slate small design, and then 3rd through 5th grade was a design contest. And it was really cute. The theme was be happy, be brave, and be healthy. And we asked the kids to kind of pick one of those themes and draw something that, and it was really, really neat to see what the kids came up with. We had 1 winner from each contest from each Sylvania schools. So we're just now wrapping up St. Joe's. Everybody else is over. So we had a lot of fun with that. Postcards are going to be going out in the near future, hopefully today, in lieu of Scatacular. So we did put a plea in there. We kind of got the word out about what we've been doing all year long, why we still need help. Those are going out to all of the families of Sylvania school students and also St. Joe's students. So hopefully we'll be getting something from that. And then we are wrapping up the annual report. I know the governance committee at least has saw the first draft that I put together. So kind of making a little bit of changes, just firming it up and then moving on. So I think those are the big things where Maria always kind of already mentioned we're going to be working on the suicide grant. So that'll be, does anybody have any questions? Okay, that's it for me.
Thank you. Inga?
So I have continued to present at parent clubs. I had the first experience that I personally have had when I've been presenting to have somebody intentionally mess with my presentation. And so we had to cancel the call in the middle of it. And then they tried restarting it and it took about 20 minutes and we finally got the call back up and going. And I successfully completed the rest of the presentation. And I've also started recording some videos. So we started a new YouTube channel. And if you looked last week, you would have seen on Friday that the video was posted and shared on our Facebook page, on our SCAT Facebook page. And we also had a conversation with one of the counselors at one of the elementary schools about tweaking that a little bit and maybe rolling out some short videos that can be sent out to the parents, because most of the principals send out a weekly update. And so this will be another way for us to reach parents and share some parenting tips and parenting information with them. So that's what I've been working on.
Awesome. Thanks. Inga, what's the name of the YouTube channel?
Parenting Moments.
Okay. So everybody should check that out. I mean, obviously you can find it on our Facebook too, but go ahead, Inga.
And because of the way that the search feature works in YouTube, you'll probably get to it faster. Just go to the Facebook page for SCAT. And this was just posted on Friday. If you click on there, it'll take you right to the YouTube page. And so then you can look at it. And so if you wanted to then know when the other ones get updated, we'll be posting on our Facebook page, but you would also then be able to get notifications from the YouTube site.
Awesome. Any questions for Inga? All right, Connie.
So I was able to meet with our students mostly all the way through November, well, up till Thanksgiving, right before everything went virtual again. So we were continued to be really blessed with great fall weather. So we met with the students outside at Oleander. We kept our group under 10. And brought, pre-wrapped snacks still. So I was glad to still have getting the point to touch base with my students throughout November. And we planned in advance some topics that we wanted to navigate through different options. We're gonna St. Joe's would like a bathroom boredom for their middle school students. So we talked about some different topics there, and they had some great ideas. Ronald McDonald House was allowing small groups of 4 people to come in and cook a meal. So the students planned to do that, and we were all scheduled to go this past Tuesday, but they actually contacted me and said that their census was low, which I would imagine means, there wasn't very many people staying in the house. So as disappointed as we were not to serve, that's a good news though, because we all know the Ronald McDonald House is serving, families that have children in the hospital. And so if they don't have people hopefully using their services, hopefully that means there's not as many children in the hospital around the holidays. So she's hopeful that we will be able to come and help serve in January. So that is still scheduled. And then I was able to get in contact with Sylvania Area Family Services, and I'm going to bring a small group next Friday to help there with some different odd jobs that they might have for us. So we're just going to continue to serve in little ways and being sensitive to, working in small groups. And I told the kids if we need to do things multiple times because multiple students want to help, but we need to keep our groups low, I have no problem doing that. And obviously with parent approval and things like that, about being involved in certain things and doing it safely. And so we're just gonna, see where that takes us through December and into the holiday break. And, just kind of taking everything, week by week as we get back into January and continuing to take our content virtual. So I'll be releasing a video tomorrow, actually, on the safety of, I had the opportunity to interview Sergeant Pack at the Sylvania Police Department. And so she gives them some tips for teens and actually just for adults. I even learned a couple things myself about what to do when you get pulled over. And so I just think it's a good topic for everyone. So if you see that video floating around, please share it. That's how we get in front of new eyes. And we're just trying to stay busy. We're looking forward with that grant that we got that Maria mentioned about the suicide prevention. It was supposed to be youth led. So I did get to mention that to my students and give them some basic, had very basic groundwork at that time, but they were excited, a couple of them, to maybe give some input. And so we will see where that takes us. So that's where we're at.
Awesome. Questions for Connie? Okay. Todd and Julia, were just one of you going to talk, or both of you, or go ahead, Julia.
And I know Todd's going to love that I took the reins again, since that was part of our breakout group discussion that I take over all the time. So he's more than welcome to jump in first if he wants to.
Todd, would you like to speak first?
No, I'm good.
I knew it was coming. So essentially, from what we shared last board meeting, having a very good feeling that we knew that we were going to be going remote again, just the way the numbers were leading. We've looked at what our options would be virtually. I met with my students virtually anyways, just because with my high school group, we had a couple that were quarantining and playing it safe as well as myself, just wanting to be safe with my young ones at home. So we talked about what they would be interested in the next, December, January, just knowing that we're trying to stay safe. So we talked about possible, like a trivia night. And I guess what I thought was cool, even being in my 30s, they were like, trivia night? And I'm like, what? So they suggested Kahoot, which I guess I should be familiar with being an elementary school teacher, but I don't use it in the art room. So it is essentially like trivia. So I'm just using the wrong vocabulary apparently. But it's, there's points and there's more to it. And it's not the same as a typical trivia night that we might be accustomed to, being a little bit older. So that was sort of our game plan, was to have a Kahoot night. And then also suggested for my Northview group was one of their current hip with it games, which is called Among Us, is what a lot of them are playing. I'm not as familiar with it, so I don't know. It's kind of like mafia or murder, where there's somebody attacking the rest of the group. And so I'm kind of weighing if that's something appropriate that we want to be publicizing as an event, if that's okay or not okay. So I've been kind of waiting to hear, and I'm sure Todd can share if he talked with his Southview group about it a little bit more, or has looked into it. Because I've been on sort of the other side of things, doing things like updating our logo to include Social Club, since we did have a bit of a name change to make it sound that well, and not just sound, but highlighting that social aspect of it too, of Core Committed. So we're looking at getting shirts with the new logo on them as well, getting those printed. So Sylvania Custom Apparel's updating our logo, and we've already kind of got the idea of what the shirts will look like, and then using those to help promote our online events, or have kids, take the selfie with it on Fridays, and sort of those fun things that you've been seeing as far as virtual stuff goes, just a kind of way to stay connected and promote on the social media sites our group essentially. So that was sort of discussed. The kids always want shirts, so that's always 2 thumbs up with them. So I went ahead and created a new Google Classroom. We had one that we had utilized in previous years, but we kind of want to start fresh and new, because we have had some of those kids move on and graduate, and they're still in those old groups. So we're kind of starting new and starting fresh. So along with that, we talked a little bit, I think last time as well, but having a sort of recruiting push, and offering sort of a contest / raffle, where if you join and you get your friends to join, your name gets entered, and you can win a gift card. So we're kind of using some of these more fun social events, but virtually, to kind of get people to join and participate and sort of see what we're about and the fun part of it, and then see what they're interested in, because that's always been part of Core Committed, was not just getting the students who want to perform better, but what they think they need to perform better. So we talk about things like sleep and nutrition, but they always seem to have other ideas as well, like time management was a big one. And I had reached out to there was I don't know if it was a professor, but someone affiliated with Lourdes, who had presented to the Sylvania Chamber of Commerce about time management. I had reached out to him to maybe talk to the high schoolers and things like that. So just trying to figure out what they want and what they're interested in, whether it's talking to college coaches if they play sports, or looking to be recruited, those sorts of things. So really, I think that's just what we've been kind of working on to move forward, is with being virtual. So our goal is to try to either host one of these online events either right at the end of the month. The kids say, the holidays obviously are a lot different this year, but usually they're really busy. And then that week or so, like right after Christmas or right before we go back to school, they get bored around then. And especially if they've been home and kind of quarantining and not able to see people, trying to host something within those couple of weeks is sort of what we're aiming for. And then maybe pushing sort of a recruitment like that raffle / contest to get kids to join. Maybe I had said doing one until the end of the year, and then Todd had said to maybe push one even to have in January, so we could even be doing 2 separate ones, sort of like once it ends in December, and then again anyone who joins in January, entering them again. Anything that, even if it's just $10 at Chick-fil-A, those kids are all about that sort of stuff. So Todd, if I missed anything, I think that's pretty much all we had. Oh, we did talk, I'm sorry, one last thing. We have talked about trying to also do some crossover with some of the youth groups. So like inviting Connie's kids in, if we're hosting some of these online events, and now with Tori working with the junior high kids. I know we talk a lot about having like the Northview, Southview kids want to kind of compete against each other, but even if it were teams that were more generalized and including those junior high kids is sort of, because we've always talked about including or having a mentorship aspect of Core Committed and reaching out to some of the younger kids. We even talked about having like 5th grade and 6th grade mentor lunches and things. So getting the junior high kids included in our events when possible is a definitely on our list of plans.
Awesome. Todd, anything?
Nope, Julia said it all.
Any questions for Todd or Julia?
And I will throw out there, I know you guys might know if you've got kids that are at that high school level, if there's anything that you think would be something they would be interested in. I'm always curious to hear from anybody that has ideas of stuff that, maybe their kids, not that I want to promote like Fortnite when it's popular and things like that, but if we have a better idea of like right before we went red, the girls in my group wanted to have a dance competition, like a Just Dance with, I think it's a Wii game. But then I looked at the guys who were there and I'm like, what do you guys think? And they're like, well, if you forced us, we would come, but we'd be more interested in this online game. And I'm like, that makes sense. So again, if you guys out there, if anyone has things that you have found successful or ideas, feel free to share with Todd or myself. We're always open to new ideas.
Awesome. Thank you. And I also just want to touch base real quick here. Inga and Connie both have, we talked about videos on our social media. Connie kind of touched on it, but we really need you guys to help us share that. Just like Connie said, if you share it with your circle of friends, that touches new eyes. And it doesn't matter if people are local or not, it helps everybody, but it certainly gets in front of new local people. So if you're not on social media, you can certainly go to the YouTube. Connie's got a YouTube channel as well. And you can grab it there and share it. You can send it to friends, whatever. We're just asking for your help to get that information out. It's great stuff that people definitely want to see, and the more people we can get it in front of, the better off we are, obviously. Any questions for Julia or Todd quick? Okay, moving on to community updates. Bill, did you have an update?
Yeah, just real quick. We have a lot of kids. I'm getting a lot of calls from parents. Kids are really struggling, just being at home, things like that. And my peace team, I have kids in the high school and in the college level. They are mentoring those kids. They're texting them and calling them, encouraging them. So we're doing that. On the drug side, with all this free time, there's some real issues going on. A lot of kids are vaping now, and I've been testing the vapes. Half of the vapes I've tested were positive for marijuana. I did test one vape that tested positive for marijuana and cocaine. And that really worries me. We actually have our eyes right now. I'm working with one of the police departments on a possible dealer. We found someone at the mall in one of the vape areas there that was selling to the kids under the table. selling marijuana. So it's a real concern, and the parents have no idea. But the kids are, that's a real issue. And I'm always available 7 days a week. I've been drug testing for parents, and I work with the kids. So if anyone has any concerns, they can always call me.
Awesome. Thanks, Bill. Any questions for Bill? Jerry, do you have an update for us?
After the first of the year, well, I'm just buttoning up my DARE session. Hopefully it'll be done next week. Well, not hopefully. It's been trying times. We didn't really get going until about October, but it's gone good. Kids are happy. I'm really pleased with it. After the first of the year, we're hiring, I believe, 3, maybe 4 officers. So they're trying to get that completed. They're doing backgrounds and things like that. So that's exciting because we are stretched a little thin right now. But no, I don't have anything else beside that.
Okay, awesome. Any questions for Jerry? All right, Dan, any update?
Yeah. Since we can't have the shop with a cop at Walmart and the shop with a hero for Meijer this year because of COVID, we delivered stockings and gift cards from Sylvania Family Services to 9 families and 14 kids today. So that was a good time. The kids really enjoyed it. We had a really good time. I know there's some pictures on our Facebook page, and I think channel 24 and maybe channel 11 followed us around for a couple houses. So that was fun. I think the city police department's delivering some also, or has.
We are, Dan. We're doing, actually, I didn't think about, we're doing it tomorrow morning.
Good, great.
Yeah, the 3 community affairs officers, Stacy's not doing it because she's still on injured reserve, but yeah, the 3 of us are going to start out in the morning and hand it out and make some people happy.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Good, I'm glad to hear it.
I know the fire department also did it. We've also adopted 4 families for Christmas at our department. So we're taking donations from employees. We received some money from our Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association and some other groups. So we started shopping for those families today, and we're going to finish up next week, after we see what kind of donations we had. And I know some of the other employees have bought some items and things like that. So once we kind of take inventory of that and see exactly what we have, then we'll finish that up and get those to the families next week.
Awesome. Thank you. Any questions for Dan? Okay, appreciate it. 2 quick things yet. Parking lot, anything going forward that you think we need to discuss in future meetings that anybody wants to bring up? All right, the crickets tell me no. I do want to bring up one thing that I kind of forgot earlier. We are talking about our golf scramble in the fall, in August. We had a golf committee last year. We are looking for a golf committee in 2021. Glenn is going to sort of spearhead that, at least for the moment. And so if you would like to be on the golf committee for 2021, please reach out to Glenn. If you were on it before, you need to let him know you'd like to stay on it. Or if you would like to join it for the first time, please let him know. If you don't have his contact info, you can ask me and I'd be happy to give it to you, or it's in obviously the emails that I send out. You can find his email address in there. But if you'd like to be on golf committee, he will be having a meeting in January once he kind of knows who wants to be on that committee. So I did want to mention that there. And then the last thing is the next meeting is January 14th at 6:30. I'm going to assume that it's probably going to be the same format, unfortunately, but we will send out more information about that. Last chance, anybody have anything they want to throw out yet? Okay.
Covered a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I know. If not, everybody have a happy holiday. I hope everybody got their little care package. If you didn't, please tell me. But we did mail one to each and every one of you. So hopefully you got that at least in the mail by today. Just as a little cute thank you for you joining on and putting up with Zoom meetings. I'm sure that everybody misses the popcorn and candy that we had at the meeting. So hopefully that gave you a little treat for tonight's meeting. So happy holidays. I hope you get to have some downtime with your families, and let me know if you need anything. All right.
Thank you.
Happy
job.
holidays, everybody.
Holidays.
Thank you.
Be
Happy
safe.
holidays.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Holidays, everyone. Thank you.